Hi! In today's fast-paced digital landscape, businesses constantly deal with vast amounts of data. Whether it's customer information, transaction records, or analytics reports, managing this data efficiently is the key to success. This is where batch processing comes into play. Batch processing in Creator entails breaking down application data into smaller, manageable segments and processing each segment separately. This approach significantly reduces manual effort and enhances the efficiency of your app, particularly when dealing with tasks such as generating reports, printing documents, or updating multiple records at once. The batch workflow functionality in Zoho Creator enables you to process the records in groups. With this workflow, you can set up a sequence of actions to automatically perform different tasks within your application. In this video, we'll demonstrate how to set up a batch workflow in a sample app. The screen you see now is the leads report, where new leads are evaluated and assigned salesperson for conversions. Consider a scenario where an organization receives a substantial volume of leads from various sources, including imports from third-party platforms. Each lead requires both a lead score calculation and an assignment of a lead owner. The score is calculated based on various attributes, such as engagement level, lead source, lead status, and more. Lead owners are assigned to the leads based on their region. Dealing with these tasks manually for a large volume of customer records consumes a lot of time and is prone to errors. Therefore, to optimize this lead management process, we will create a batch workflow for calculating lead scores and assigning lead owners. This enables automated processing of lead data, thereby ensuring efficiency and accuracy. Access the editor. Go to the Workflow section. Choose Batch Workflows, and click on Create Batch Workflow. Choose the form and when to trigger the workflow. As mentioned earlier, the batch workflow can be triggered on import of data or scheduled on existing records. In our case, let's choose to trigger the workflow on import of data. Give a name. Choose if you want to run the workflow always or on a condition, and proceed to create a new batch workflow. Select the number of records you wish to process in a single block based on your script's function. In our scenario, let's opt to execute the code for 50 records. Next, click on Add New Action. The Deluge script builder will open. Here, we need to specify the action to be executed for every record in a batch block. This code snippet calculates the lead score based on these specific fields on the form. Click Save. Upon saving the code, the menu for configuring batch processing will be displayed. This configuration comprises 3 sections. 1. Defining actions to occur before batch processing begins. 2. Specifying processes to be executed for records within the batches. 3. Defining actions for post-batch execution. Prior to the start of execution, you have the option to define variables and configure associated actions. In our case, let's create variables to store the values of the users assigned to different regions. While you can modify the variable names later, the data type of existing variables cannot be altered. Each batch workflow allows for up to 5 variables. Moving forward, let's configure the action before the execution starts with the variables we defined. This script assigns users to leads based on the user's region. Users are already mapped with specific regions on the user's form. Click Save. Using these variables and configuration, let's update the batch workflow script to assign relevant lead owners to the leads based on their respective region. Click Update. Editing or deleting the script during batch workflow execution may disrupt the current and upcoming batch blocks execution, potentially causing failures due to script alterations. All the batches in a batch block will be executed sequentially. Now, in the final section, let's specify the actions for success and failure of the script. On successful execution, we need to notify the relevant stakeholders or team members about the successful completion of lead score calculation for the batch. The following deluge code snippet sends notifications to the concerned stakeholder. Save the code. In the event of script failure, we need to notify the relevant stakeholders or team members about the failure of batch processing. Let's define a similar script to send a notification. Save the script and click Done. With that, the batch workflow is now configured and ready for use. Let's see how the workflow configuration functions in real time. Upon importing the data, Creator begins updating the lead scores for each record. After a while, all the records are updated with the lead scores, and the respective lead owners are assigned. Stakeholders are notified both upon successful and failed execution. You can monitor the status of batch workflow executions through the Application Log section. It offers visibility into the queue status, ongoing executions, and completion status, whether successful or failed. Error logs for the first 5 batch block failures provide insight into the reasons for execution failures. If one or more records within a batch fail, only the affected batch will be reverted, allowing the batch workflow to continue executing other batches. The failure message for that particular block can be viewed in the logs. By leveraging batch workflow technology for lead management, we have achieved greater efficiency, accuracy, and agility in handling imported leads. Therefore, automating processes using batch workflows not only saves time and resources, but also enables us to focus on driving business growth and success. That's all for this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to learn more about Zoho Creator and press the bell icon to get notified whenever a new video releases. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another video.